Well, hello there, ladies and Moleman, and welcome to episode 2 of my progress series. It's a brand new day and we're picking up exactly where we left off last time. Thanks to our Brimhaven agility workout, we've got a glorious 1 hour and 33 minutes of precious daylight to spend above ground. That means it's time to crawl out of the basement once again. Today, the plan is to tackle as many quests as possible. Quests are time vampires. The more we get done while our XP threshold is still nice and low, the better. I'll be stacking beginner quests back to back for maximum efficiency, or at least that's the dream. In reality, it will probably descend into utter chaos, because, well, I didn't plan ahead. So we're going to freestyle it, relying purely on my vague memories from past OSRS adventures and maybe a sprinkle of blind luck. Oh, and as you can hear, this is my real voice for the very first time. I figured why not give it a go, plus it saves me a chunk of editing time and I'm all for that. Alright, enough chit chat, let's get into it. Roll the intro.
From the depths of Lumbridge basement rises a Moleman with a mission. No bank, no help, just his dreams. Exchanging every XP drop for a holy moment in the sun. These are the epic misadventures of Moleman.
Moleman. Alone to the world is the little Moleman.
Alright, let's kick things off by helping our good friend Mr. Cook with his birthday cake problem. And Cook's assistant started, and since we're already in the castle, we might as well head upstairs and start Rune Mysteries. Boom! Air Talisman acquired. Back outside, we can go to Lumbridge Pub to start X marks the spot, I guess. But we're at full HP and maybe it's a waste to not put it to use for some good old-fashioned thieving. Poor Moleman, 14 punches later and he's barely alive, but we almost gained 2 levels, so worth it. Time to visit Mr. Veos. Oh, and I nearly forgot about the Restless Ghost actually. That's another easy one to tick off. Veos, my man, thank you very much. The X marks the spot officially started. Let's buy a shovel from the general store to start digging. And according to my guide, the first spot should be right here. Oh wait, before I forget, let's quickly ask Hans my age for the achievement diary. Voila, done. And now dig up the first treasure step. Got it. Next up. Okay. That's Lumbridge Castle actually. Okay, that's our home. And a mysterious orb. Okay, then straight to Drainer for treasure number 3. Alright, but we need a bucket from the farmer so we can get milk later on. And actually, you know what, change of plans. Let's just finish Cook's assistant first. Okay, right, grab the egg. Oh, and while we're here, we can also start Sheep Shearer. But we won't finish this one yet, because I can just buy the balls of wool later on. Collect the wheat, hopper it, and then milk the cow. Let's just walk back, and there you go, Mr. Cook. Cake sorted.
Job's done.
Cook's assistant, check, and look at that. We can already start recipe for disaster. We'll save that one for later though. Okay, so let's head out to the swamp to get ourselves the Amulet of Ghostpeak. Great, let's wake up our ghostly friend from his never-ending slumber. And now we can go to Drainer again for the other treasure steps of X marks the spot. That's step 3. And step 4 is near the piggies. And that's another one down. X marks the spot completed.
Work complete.
to the Mage Tower next for some Rune Mysteries. Let's start up Imp Catcher as well. I don't have a guide open. Was it this guy for Rune Mysteries? Is it Uric? Nah, right, we need to be underground. Okay, got it. We got to do a package delivery.
Package delivery?
And while we are here, let's fight the skeleton for the Restless Ghost Quest. Actually, I mean, let's run from the skeleton from the Restless Ghost Quest.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Now let's restore some run energy before we go up again. Okay, and while I was waiting for my run energy to come up again, I noticed that we were only 78 XP away from another minute. So let's just light these locks real quick. And there we go, level 2 fire making and an extra minute on the clock. Nice. Now off to Draenor, and I need to buy a Chronicle and a teleport card from Django to be able to teleport to Verro. And I remember there's also a quest start on the notice board here. Yep, a poor kind of interest. I don't really know if I'm pronouncing that right. But that's the glue spitting man bear pig quest.
Man half bear and half pig.
And while we're still in Draenor, let's swing by the Manor and help our buddy Ernest the chicken. Oh man, I love this place. Such nostalgic vibes every single time I walk in here. And this lever puzzle, absolute classic. I have fond memories of doing this puzzle as a kid with a small note block and a pen on my desk, writing down all the lever combinations. Today though, I'll be using a guide. But it's funny, back then games thrived on problem solving, mysteries and puzzles, and sometimes you just got stuck, but like stuck for weeks. I remember in Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, early in the game there's a secret sewer tunnel you have to find, and I was absolutely clueless. I was stuck for weeks until luckily a friend at school that also played that game told me how to do it. And we love those memories, right? But nowadays we'll use every plugin and every add-on we can find to skip that kind of challenge. Don't get me wrong, I'm guilty too. That's why I love Alien Foods Unguided series. It really brings back all those old school memories. Alright, we made it. Quick run restore, turn in the quest, and oh, of course, I forgot the rubber tube. Okay, and there you go, Ernie, your chicken days are over. Quest complete.
Job's done.
Okay, right. Time to use that Chronicle. Let's grab ourselves some berries for a dye and also maybe for a red berry pie. Oh, and for the Druidic Ritual quest we are going to need some red meat. So let's kill this one. And I think there's also a bear wandering around here for the bear meat. Ooh, level 19. Level 19. Can we handle it?
Get ready for the next battle. Moleman versus Black Bear. Round 1, fight!
Poor guy. What a way. But raw red meat, check. Bear meat, check. And look over there, the Verro tea stall. That's a big thieving upgrade for us. The tea stall's above ground though. But I already looked it up, and according to the wiki, it's about 12k thieving XP per hour if you don't empty your inventory. And since our current XP limit, until total level 250, is 15k per hour, that's Moleman approved. So yeah, let's camp here for a bit. Nothing better than a nice cup of tea. Besides coffee then. And whoa,
Wow.
this XP is amazing. Boom, 20 thieving. And we made ourselves a new doggo friend in the process. Maybe even more friends if we count the fleas in his fur. Alright, tea breaks over, back to questing. First, let's deliver this Rune Mysteries package to our buddy Aubrey. And now we get notes that we have to bring all the way back to Draenor. But hey, since we're already in Verro, let's knock out that clue scroll step from episode 1. Hello there, Mr. Trump. Oh, you want an iron dagger? Well, lucky for you, your neighbor literally sells them. Anyway, here you go. Next clue. Oh no, a Reldo step. I hate that mechanic. And for a Moleman here, it's a real
Time waster.
fine. Let's just start Demon Slayer while we're in the area. Looks like the plugin thinks we're underground during the cutscene. I guess it throws us into a different region ID or something. Man, these old school cutscenes. Pure nostalgia. Alright, let's also start Romeo and Juliet. And up to Juliet's house. Back to Romeo. And now to Father Lawrence. And now we can go see Reldo in the castle and get the magical device for our clue. You know what? Reldo kinda gives me comic book guy vibes from The Simpsons. Look, they have the same hairdo, the same pile of books, the same geeky energy. Except here in the RuneScape dimension, Reldo just became a historian. Okay, well, let's do this. Hopefully we don't lose too much time. Oh, I didn't see, but apparently the plugin already told me it's Ice Mountain. Oh, and the Cook's Guild. That's very nice. Now we can go use our chef's hat to buy some red berry pies for the Night Sword quest. Alright, how can I be so stupid? To enter a Cook's Guild, you need some cooking levels, of course. Well, that's a bummer. Guess we're making those red berry pies after all. Alrighty, we'll finish the clue when we hit the mountain. For now, let's grab the potion for Romeo and Juliet. And good thing that I've got some cadaver berries on me. And back to Julia. Cinematic time. And hey, nice! This one plus the Father Aubrey cutscene actually counts as above ground. That's really good. Now back to Mr. Scaredy Cat himself. And
Wow.
What a dick.
that's some seriously bad karma, bro. One day you're gonna go deep.
Deeper underground in the crypt, Romeo, because you'll be burning in hell.
Job's done.
Let's use the home TP. And let's go say farewell to our new friend and send him to the eternal plains.
That's all, folks.
And that's another quest complete.
Work complete.
That's Low Mind Prayer. And oh, combat level 15. Now we still need a raw chicken and some raw beef for the druidic ritual. And that's quite easy to find around here, so let's take that off real quick. Alright, time to use the group TP to Bertorp. Wait, nope, actually let's finish up Rune Mysteries first. Some quick log lighting for a bit of extra XP. What? Seriously? Seriously? Alright, level 3 fire making. And boom, level 4 too. Here you go, wizard. Nice basement, by the way. Guess you're a bit of a Moleman yourself. Rune Mysteries complete.
Job's done.
Okay, now Bertorp Games Room TLA. Or actually no, again. Never mind. Let's head to Felidor instead and start the Knight Sword quest. Alright, that's another quest started. I kinda also want to start Black Knight's Fortress, but I can't really remember who and where the quest giver is. I thought it was somewhere around the castle. Or maybe it's that night sipping coffee in Felidor Park, right above our Mole Overlord's divine champion, the giant mole. Okay, nope, it's not him, sad. Guess we'll come back for that one later. Now let's grab some woad leaves while we're here. We'll need them for a dye at some point. And if you give this man a good price, he gives you 2 leaves. Good man, Wyson. Always a pleasure doing business. Alright, time for another easy one. Doric Quest. We'll need 6 clay, 4 copper ore and 2 iron ore. But since we need level 15 mining for iron, it looks like it's time for a little underground mining session. And after about a 30-minute mining grind, boom, level 15 mining. And it's kinda silly since we literally just got those woad leaves, but yeah, I think I'm gonna drop them for now. They're easy enough to grab later anyway, and besides I just cooked up a new plan while mining. But first, Doric Quest. Clay check, and iron check. And look at that, the mining XP even gave us about 5 extra minutes above ground, so we're sitting at roughly 45 minutes left on the timer. And voila, Doric Quest complete. Easy XP. And now level 18 mining. And thanks to that massive XP drop, we actually bumped up to 47 minutes total. Beautiful. Alright, next up, time to finally unlock Herblore with Druidic Ritual.
I need a monk.
And that's another quest down. And hello Herblore. Perfect timing too, because now we can drop that Veos lamp straight into Herblore. And boom, level 6 instantly, very nice. And since we're now really close to Ice Mountain, let's knock out that hot and cold clue step. Exciting! Well, yeah, kinda what I expected. Not the best loot, but hey, it's just a beginner clue after all. Still, that's our very first beginner clue scroll completed on the account. And also the very first Moleman achievement diary task we can check off. Completing a beginner clue, done, checked. Very nice. Of course, a lot more to go before we can unlock the next 2 minigames that are allowed playing above ground. And actually, funny, well, not really funny, since we unlocked Mage Training Arena and Sorcerer's Garden from the start, I kinda locked myself out of our Doin achievement diaries without even realizing. So yeah, that cloak is gonna take a long time for us to get, which is sad, because the free teleport is really good. On the bright side though, Jagex just revealed their summer sweep-up plans and they're adding rune pouches to the Mage Training Arena reward shop. That's huge for us. It's an easy way to snag a rune pouch without doing LMS or the long Slayer grind. I love it. Alright, let's sell off this loot and it's time to start a new underground grind. we're going to Verro sewers and to train some woodcutting. Yeah, I know. Weird, right? But I guess Verro sewers is the only underground spot in the game where you can chop trees. Woodcutting is gonna be a pain to train on this account until we unlock Zeneries, where we'll finally be able to cut oaks and even juice. But until then, we will have to roll with normal trees. Okay, so we ended up at 25 woodcutting and 30 firemaking for now. That brings us to a total level of 227, which means the first big milestone is almost here. For the very first time, we'll be raising our XP threshold from 500 XP per minute to 1000 XP per minute once we hit total level 250. But for now, time to take a short break from all that chopping and burning. I want to squeeze in a few more thieving levels at the Verro tea stall, and also knock out the Verro Museum mini quest. And yeah, once you come back underground, I'll be doing the final levels and I'll redo the plugin settings. It's way chiller to set it up that way and just to make sure everything's tracked properly. Okay, let's go! And that's 26 thieving. Man, that XP feels almost like cheating. I should probably find a good XP tracker plugin to verify, but honestly, I cannot find one that works really well in real time. So hey, if you know a solid one, drop it in the comments, it would really help me out. Anyway, I would feel kinda bad if I stayed here any longer, so let's head over to the museum and knock out that quiz for some quick XP. Alright, I almost forgot. This whole room actually counts as underground, which is amazing. I really do love this mini quest, by the way. I'm using a plugin now, sure, but I did it recently on another account without any help, and honestly, it's a fun way to test your fictional OSRS biology knowledge. And there we go, pre-hunter and slayer XP. Thank you very much. Alright, time to head back underground. And damn, only one more level to go before total level 250. And some good old Tony chopping. And we did it! The very first big milestone of the account. Total level 250, baby. Alright, time to tweak the plugin. Oh, while editing I realized my OBS didn't capture my RuneLite plugins, so I'll try to fix that for the next milestone. But hey, it's just a bit of mathematics anyway, just to make sure that the plugin keeps our available time unchanged when it recalculates with the new 1000 XP threshold. Nothing too crazy. The important thing is, from now on, our threshold is doubled. 1000 XP per minute. Things are gonna get a little more spicy from here on out. But still not that much, since we can also access better ways of training. And honestly, this feels like the perfect moment to wrap this episode. And if you're still here, really, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this new step in the Moleman journey. And if you want to keep following the adventures, feel free to hit that like or subscribe button, it really helps me out. Until next time, and may the holy moly bless your rolls. Bye!